Now, listen, seriously, I actually want to get a chance to actually show you guys what we got going on. Next Wednesday, as you know, we're doing we're not going to call it career fair. What we decided to do is call it meet and greet the professionals, which I think actually works quite well, because a lot of the ones that are showing up are former students from Jeff. Actually, 5 of them actually had pretty nice jobs, which I'm really impressed about. And some of them have jobs I didn't know existed. Megan Magnus, you guys know her? Remember Megan?
Yeah.
She has a degree in stage management.
Megan, yeah, she's like a producer in New York. Yeah.
She's coming over. So the whole premise of it is this: lower gym, 3:30 next Wednesday. We're gonna have the students come in. Currently now have about 30 confirmed. There's a few more that are finalizing a few things. Strictly career, nothing related to college. And I did invite the Marines and also the Army. Could not get Air Force for some reason or another. Very hard for the guidance counselors to get people in the Air Force. So something for us to look into. But let me show you exactly what's happening, guys. I'm going to be putting up the flyers. I sent out the letters to all the individuals that are going to be there. The setup is going to be very simple. Tables around the lower gym, 2 chairs, and I asked them to bring whatever they typically bring on these events. I reached out to Mr. Stewart because he has a few contacts. As of now, let me read you some of the key individuals we have coming in. You guys remember Cassian Ramirez? She was valedictorian. She does a really nice job, actually. She works out of Trenton twice a week. She's involved with legislation, with senators, and environmental policy. I was like, wow, yeah, very nice. Dr. Sabat gave me the name of a gentleman named Raj Shepard, who does music production. He's also a professor at Stevens Tech, so he's involved in all that stuff. Also an architect coming in. Ms. Carol was very gracious in touching base with her husband, who does architecture and landscape design, which is really good. The initial premise of this was to try to get careers where our students that are very creative, they're always drawing things, to get them to see people that do what they do. But then we started to expand a bit more. I do have Samantha Alfonso. Remember Samantha? She's coming in. She's a field technician for a pretty big company, trying to work herself into the EPA. And I have a contact for her for the EPA, so I'm going to help her with that. You may not remember Sarah Sosa. She was with us 1 year, and she went to MJC. She works with Groundwork, Elizabeth. We did an event with her last week. They were impressed with our students, so internship opportunities for our kids. Carlos Gonzalez, the actor, he's coming in. I have an event planner. It's actually a relative, David Mark Anthony's wedding. Kids are gonna love that. Alexis Luna, remember Alexis Luna? Class of 2013. He was valedictorian, he's an architect, he's coming in. Matter of fact, I spoke to Dr. Ojeda yesterday. He's organizing the 2013 class reunion. I realize I've been here, wow, 2013 class reunion already. So we have State Trooper Ronaldo Cruz, firefighter coming in. I kept some of the basic ones. The whole premise of this was let's give the kids a chance to see other careers other than what they usually know, like teaching, nursing, things like that. Let's expand their horizon. I have a few entrepreneurs. I have a physical therapist, speech pathologist, the school district psychologist, Elizabeth Cruz, also going to be there. She's agreed to that. There's a cosmetologist that's going to be coming in, a pharmacist. So there's a slew of people that we're coming in. If you still know some people that are Jeff grads or not Jeff grads, definitely let me know. Because again, we're trying to do our best to get the kids exposed. Had a very hard time finding young ladies in STEM, like robotics, engineering. It's just unicorns. You can't find them. So I'm pushing these kids to kind of get into those kind of careers. So hopefully at the end of this, they're going to walk out realizing, wow, I can do this kind of career. What I'm asking you guys, and I'm going to give you guys one of these. I'm going to give the kids kind of like a little meet and greet student passport. And the inside is blank now because it's going to be a QR code and and a couple of other things. But the premise of this is, I didn't want the kids to show up looking at the people and not knowing what to say, right? So on the back, I've actually already written questions for them that they can ask. You know, hey, what kind of degree do I need for this career? You know, how do you see your job changing in the next 5 years? If you will go back, what would you do differently? These are just prompts that I want the kids to do. They're gonna get community service hours for just going for the event. But what I wanted to ask you guys for the Avid classes, if you can tell them, listen, if you get 7 out of the 10 questions answered, I'll double the hours. You know, and this is good community service, is what I told the kids. Like selling is good, you know, but if you can do community service where you actually engage with the community, I think it goes a long way. So I think this is going to help. On the inside, I will put a QR code, so when they exit the event, they can answer a few questions. We can get a sense of how well it was, how good it was. But that's the gist of what I want. I asked Dr. Juanes to post this, but I'm also going to ask if over the next couple of days in the other classes and the English classes, if we can just mention to the kids, hey, there's a meet the greet professional event. You should go. There's some community service hours. If you answer the questions, you ask questions, we'll double the hours. Right? Pretty straightforward. I don't know if you guys have any questions regarding this. And if you have anyone else that you think would be helpful to come in and speak to the kids, let me know. And again, I appreciate all of you that were able to provide me with some names because I think it's going to be helpful. The district is having a college one in April, which is why I took out the college one. They're having a huge one. This is only for Jeff kids, only Jefferson kids.
Can you send us the pamphlet or the?
I sent you this.
letter?
I sent you this.
So we can send that to the professionals?
Yeah, yeah, you have this. I copied you guys on this. I sent this to you last night. Dr. Juanes.
I got it, I didn't know later
Yeah.
for them.
I did not send it to all of you guys. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so that way
I sent it to you.
they
Yes.
can send it to whoever.
Yeah.
Send it online.
Definitely. And again, if you guys think of other questions you want me to put, this is just like little starters. I think it's going to be helpful for the kids to be able to at least walk up and say something that's halfway
Are
intelligent.
these going to be handed out at the event? Like as
They're going to be handed out as
kids
a
walk
company,
in, they're
yes.
going to get?
Yes.
Well,
Because on the inside, I'm going to put the QR code, so when they exit, I expect them, you know, to get the QR code to answer.
I remember you said you were gonna have them stamp every place they went.
I was going to do that initially, but we decided to change that because we're having more people than we expected. So it'd just be easier for them to move around.
Okay.
You know, yeah. The initial idea was on the inside to have the guest speakers stamp, but it would be too much. It was just, I was thinking like, oh, this would be really cool. But no, I think you just keep it simple, let them ask questions, and just for attending, I think it'll be great. There's a lot of young ladies, a lot of freshmen that are really looking at science.
What if you have the kids write the places they went to?
We can do
On
that.
the inside, so
Yeah.
that way you could say.
Who did you visit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
write down the name of the
Yes,
the
the speaker as
organization
well.
or the speaker.
Absolutely.
That way you could
That's a good idea. I can
keep
put that in
track,
there.
yeah.
I can do that there, and I'll put the QR
Yeah,
code
tell
over
them
here.
skip 5, right?
Right.
Give them
And-
a number to.
That's a very good idea. You know, what do you guys think a good number is? At least 7? There's only like 30 professionals there, so
So how many should we say they get at least the table?
10, you think?
10 might be a lot. Yeah,
10 might be a lot?
5 or 6.
5 to 10.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I just want to move them
So
around.
at least 5. Well, aim for 5. If they get more than great, but let's say at least get 5 tables or 5 professionals.
Yeah.
That they'll meet and greet with. I think would be great.
That'll be great. So I'll send you guys this. I also, what I'll do is, so you know, I'll send you also the letter that I sent to them so that you can send to your people. It's pretty straightforward. I'm thanking them for helping out, giving them reasons for it, and all the details are here. I also put where they can park, the location, and the setup. You know, I want it to be memorable, fun, basic setup, tables, chairs, kids walk around 3:30 onwards, and it should be fun. Cool?
Does anybody have any questions, concerns,
Any
anything
questions?
you want to add, want to do? So just to share, because I know we were concerned about fundraising. So Dr. Juan said we could fundraise snacks. So if we want to use the opportunity for Avid to have snacks and fundraise the snacks while we're there, we can use that and the money will stay for the Avid team. So we still have that opportunity. You know, they're not paying to come in, but they can pay for snacks like they do for show. So.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so we can use that as an opportunity to fundraise. I
Yeah.
know, so I'm gonna actually send that right to you for fundraising, or that's our next point on the agenda. But thank you, Mr. Fontaine, I think that's great, it sounds like a great idea, and, if you guys could also let us know who will be available, if you are available that day or not. If you're not, it's okay, but if you are available and you are able to, whether you can stay for an hour, whether it's a half an hour, whether it's just the beginning, to just kind of show our face, and you have to leave, but just so we know who's gonna be there, I think would be great.
Yeah, and I kind of set it up that way with respect to all of your times. You know, with, like, we have everything set up. You know, if you could be there, it's fine. If you can't, it's also understandable. Because I know after that, I was going to do some discussions about that. But I was respectful of that. I didn't look at it from the standpoint of needing everybody there or anybody there. Because once it's set up, it's turnkey, they'll be fine. But if you can, like, I know your husband's going to be there, so he'll be there.
Do you need help with like after classes maybe, like we can use them, I don't know if anybody is out of class at the end of the day?
I do.
Okay, take care of you. Okay, so what do you think? Do you want to use maybe Apple Kids to help set up? the
Yeah,
period
that would be
classes?
great. Yeah, Luigi just came in now to ask me about the tables. He says he can't really set up anything till after 2:30. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, it starts at 3:30. It's just 40 tables and chairs. That's close enough. I
Can the
guess.
kids get community service hours?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, we'll give them community service hours for
Do
helping
we
out.
want to put like maybe like black tablecloths or something like for tables? Yeah. I think would like make it look nicer if we like.
I wasn't thinking about.
If you're gonna go big, Mr. Fontaine, you can't
I wasn't
actually
thinking
do
that.
it now.
I was not thinking that, but you know what I was actually, what I am working on is the, the big blue,
Column?
the things that they carry on the dividers. Yeah, I did want to have printouts of the strands, so like medicine, STEM, I'm gonna look to do that. I think, because I know Eric Cool is, I'm gonna have him print those
Okay.
out, so it'll help. And then the tables will have their names, I'm gonna make not plaque, but just their names
Okay.
taped onto it, so they'll know where to go.
On the tablecloths, do we want to get like a
Uh,
neutral black or?
Do we have?
We have to get as part of like our like setting it up.
I didn't think of doing a tablecloth. Honestly, personally, I don't know that you need it. But if you feel you do, I just think it would be easier because it's a product fair, it's a career fair type stuff. The kids are coming in, they're
It's
gonna
all
talk
in
to
the
the people.
presentation.
I hear you, but let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We can get 40 tablecloths, I have them. I'm all for it,
That's fine.
And, so since we're on the topic, maybe we can set up the massage chairs.
Yes.
Masseuse on the corner, right? Sarah's big on
Okay, I'll
that.
be there then.
You know?
The charge, like, charge, the massage.
So you guys, you good?
Yeah, so we'll
Awesome.
get second.
Thanks guys, I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for allowing me to do this. Thank you.
Sarah, do you want to